A father still searching for answers after his daughter's death. Now at 6 o'clock, the new Colorado law that takes effect today that could help other families dealing with a similar painful situation.
It's an exciting day. It's the first day back to school for some Boulder Valley School District students. We're here at Emerald Elementary. We'll be welcoming those littles in just an hour or so and speaking with the principal in just a couple of minutes.
And this morning we feature a couple of animals hoping to find a home this week as part of our Clear the Shelters push for this month.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Drew Carney.
And I'm Sam Shocker, and for Corey Rose, Katie LaSalle joins us too. Katie, we're finally getting some sort of a cool down, some moisture.
Yes, a change in the weather, a little bit of a cool down as we go through the next several days. It'll still be quite warm this Wednesday afternoon, highs around 90 degrees in Denver. This morning, though, if you're taking a walk with the dog, getting the kids ready for school, if they're going back in Douglas County, it's a mild morning. Partly cloudy skies in and around the metro, northeast over Fort Morgan, 70 right now in Centennial, and we're in the upper 60s near Central Park and Denver International Airport. Dry conditions to start, but the return of a monsoonal moisture. What that means is more widely scattered thunderstorms, showers in the forecast, specifically the high country today, some heavier rain. But Thursday and Friday for the metro area, the eastern plains, locally heavy rainfall will be possible. Excessive at times could lead to some localized flooding. It's great to pick up the precipitation, cooler temperatures as well ahead for tomorrow and Friday. But of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on burn scar areas and let you know of any severe warned weather. This morning, it's pretty quiet. No alerts in place across Colorado. The air quality alert that we saw all week long, that's expired. So air quality has improved for this Wednesday. A little bit of good news there. And by 10 o'clock, it will still be warm in the low 80s, but highs near normal, low 90s. We do typically see an average high of 88 degrees for August 12th. Still warm in Greeley at 95, and we're looking at triple-digit heat over southern Colorado, Pueblo, and east, a touch cooler in the mountains. And we're watching the northeastern plains later on this evening for some of those slow-moving storm cells, heavy rain, gusty winds. We may be missed here over the metro area with some of the wet weather for today, but the mountains especially will be dealing with some of those brief downpours, heavy at times in the northeastern plains for today from Akron, Julesburg. That'll be our best rain chances. Brianna, a much better chance for some wet weather, specifically for the evening commute. This will be tomorrow afternoon and night. Thursday and Friday, some wet weather ahead.
And good Wednesday morning. 6:01 is your time here in your Traffic Impact Center. We are tracking our first crash of the morning. It's not impacting any of our major interstates, but it's happening at a busy intersection, 104th Avenue at I-25. So if you're in the North Glen area, please come take a look at your screen. We do have two tow trucks that just arrived. It looks like two vehicles were involved. This is very close to those eastbound lanes and that on-ramp to southbound I-25. So you can see several lanes are partially blocked. Only that far left lane is getting through for anyone trying to head eastbound along 104th Avenue. Hopefully that means that crews can wrap up very quickly now that we do have two tow trucks on scene, and you can see that we have a heavy police presence out there. Now, I want to switch things over to our main maps, kind of show you what this looks like on our maps as well. And we also have two crashes that just came in. So this one looks like it's happening along southbound at I-25 and 225 and then I-70 out in Aurora. So I'm going to check on those locations for you. Now, if you are taking southbound I-25, just showed you that CDOT camera. You can see that you have the green light, so it's not impacting your drive. If you are taking southbound I-25, you're only looking at an 8-minute drive.
Brianna, thank you. Right now, Denver police are asking for help in their search for 3 suspects involved in a robbery last week. Investigators say this happened 1 week ago at around 2 p.m. at a business along West Mississippi in the Ruby Hill neighborhood. They believe the 3 left the scene in a 1993 white Jeep Grand Cherokee with a gray driver's side door. Anyone with information is asked to call the Metro Denver Crime Stoppers at the number that you see at the bottom of your screen.
The city of Denver is ordering a nightclub downtown to temporarily shut down after an unlicensed security guard was accused of assault. The city announced the suspensions of Olympus Discotheque's cabaret and liquor licenses yesterday. The nightclub sits on Broadway near Stout Street. An unlicensed security guard by the name of David Espino is accused of sexually assaulting an underage customer at gunpoint last month. Police arrested him.
There is no state licensing requirement for security guards. So in most cities across Colorado, anyone can put on a plastic badge and a police-like uniform and act like a security guard. But that's not the case in Denver. In Denver, the companies have to get a license and all their employees have to get a license as well.
Getting a security guard license in Denver requires a background check Yearly training by an approved provider and liability insurance. There are also annual fees. Now, Olympus Discotheque was told to attend a virtual hearing next week and provide evidence and testimony for why their licenses should not be revoked. After that, a final decision will be made on whether to revoke the club's liquor licenses for good. We did reach out to the owner of the club and his son. They both said they were shocked by these allegations. In other headlines this morning, we know it's been about a year and a half at this point since CU freshman Megan Trussell disappeared. The 18-year-old was reported missing in February of last year. Her body was found days later in Boulder Canyon. The coroner determined that she died by suicide, but her family has called that ruling into question. CBI is reviewing the case. As that work continues, a new state law inspired by Megan's case is set to take effect today. The law requires colleges to respond to a missing person report if they haven't been found in 6 hours. Megan's family says CU police waited too long to pursue her case seriously. They hope this new law will help families avoid the pain that they continue to feel every day.
I look back on those first hours, those first days when Megan was missing, and we felt like we weren't getting anywhere. We just weren't getting anybody's attention on that first night, that second day. And if this law simply motivates campus police and campus officials to take parents seriously, to get the situation into the proper hands more rapidly, then it's worthwhile.
Democratic State Senator Janice Marchman led the effort on this legislation.
New safety protections for Uber and Lyft riders also take effect today. The state law requires companies to review drivers for possible deactivation within 7 business days of certain complaints. And that review must be done by a human, not an algorithm. But the law's future is uncertain. A federal amendment could limit when rideshare companies can be held liable for damages caused by drivers. Those that pushed for this state law said that federal measure could void all of the protections they fought for.
It made me feel like Washington is completely out of touch with real human beings. I mean, any person who thinks that a corporation should have a liability shield carte blanche is just completely out of their mind.
Wilford says that federal measure has passed the House Transportation Committee and next heads to the House floor. Additional protections attached to the state law are expected to take effect on January 1st.
Colorado's largest school district is bragging about what it says is the largest electric bus fleet in the entire state. The district says they have nearly 300 buses, and now 28 of them are EV. Of course, we're talking about Denver Public Schools, which says it hopes that this change will curb emissions and save a lot of cash. A diesel bus, which are around half the district's fleet, costs around $6,800 a year for fuel. An EV bus, on the other hand, is expected to run just $1,900 a year per bus. The district says the $11 million to add in EV buses and install infrastructure was covered by grants.
We had to not only purchase the buses, but install all of the charging infrastructure for them also. So we were able to pull together grant funding that actually cost DPS less money than if we had bought brand new diesel buses.
District leaders say they can't take the credit for this. They love the idea, but they can't take the credit. You know who gets the credit? Students. Oh, yeah. Okay. They said the push to add more zero-emission vehicles is because of a climate plan that was pushed by students.
Good for them.
Yep, they're hopeful to continue to find grant funding to add more EV buses to their routes in the coming years.
More than 27,000 students are heading back to class in the Boulder Valley School District today and tomorrow. Elementary school kids, 6th graders, and high school freshmen make up the group going back today. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from Emerald Elementary this morning. Courtney, we said this earlier, but it is true. You own it. You are the expert in covering back to school excitement.
Oh, thanks, Sam. That's really nice to say. I truly do enjoy it. There is a lot to celebrate at the beginning of school, and it kind of just reminds you of being a kid again and having those first day jitters. And I'm here with the principal of Emerald Elementary. This is Samara Williams. Samara, tell us a little bit about your school. This is the home of the Dragons.
That's right. Good morning. Welcome to Broomfield. So Emerald Elementary has been around for a long time. We were founded in 1958, first school in Broomfield. We were rebuilt 10 years ago, so we're vintage and kind of fancy all together. We're one of the handful of Title I schools here in the Boulder Valley School District, which means that we serve a percentage of students who live in a house of poverty or low income. We're really honored to serve those kids. We have 17 different languages spoke at our school. Our families are from all over the world, including Nepal, Afghanistan, Vietnam, South American countries. So we love that source of pride about our school. We're welcoming 10 new staff here. We call them the Dragon Trainers. So we're very excited to have all those new Dragon Trainers here. And then Monday night, we had a back to school picnic and met all kinds of new families and kids who will be joining our school this year. So we're really excited about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I want to know the name of the mascot because you told me that earlier and I thought that was really cute.
So our mascot, the dragon, is named Snortner. Snortner is the name of the dragon. And there's a lot of stories about how he got that name, but the one that resonates with everyone in Broomfield is that the principal had a contest to name the dragon mascot, and the principal's name was Mr. Ortner. So a kid submitted Snortner, and that's what was chosen as the name of the mascot.
I love that so much. Samara, this sounds like you guys have a great school community here. It's going to be an exciting school year. Thank you for having us here today.
Awesome. Welcome back to school, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Samara told me there's going to be bubbles, a photo booth, lots of music to celebrate, welcoming the kids back. That'll happen in just an hour here on 9 News. Live in Broomfield, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
We are ready.
Look at all the food behind us.
Oh my gosh, it's making me hungry. We are continuing to settle a question as old as the school cafeteria itself. What is the best school lunch item of all time?
We've been doing this all week here on the show. This week's 9 News Food Fight gives you the chance to weigh in on your all-time favorite lunch item. Take a look at this. We started with a full bracket, 32 items in all. This is like March Madness style. And we're down to the Elite 8. So 4 items left on this side of the bracket. This is the cafeteria conference, and we've got square pizza still alive. The traditional burger will take on square pizza. A second pizza. I guess this is not.
It's different.
It's like the triangular pizza?
Yeah, square pizza is more of like the thicker, toasty-ish, like a French bread pizza.
Okay, bottom line, 2 forms of pizza could end up in the Final Four here.
Yep. Sloppy Joe's made it.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
Adam Sandler.
All right, other side of the bracket, please. We've got the brown bag conference over here.
Okay.
Again, 4 teams left on this side, including Uncrustables, the top seed in this bracket. Bagel and cream cheese. This is kind of an upset here.
It's simple.
A lot of people thought that Nuggets were going to win. But no, bagel and cream cheese came out on top. They're still alive. Lunchables and turkey sandwich also still alive on that side of the conference. So again, if you want to cast your vote for this, you go to our website, 9news.com. You were saying earlier that your favorite lunch item came from the school cafeteria.
I loved
and it was, you said like a
like
French bread type of
Yeah,
pizza.
it was like a rectangle-sized French bread pizza. I think that's similar to the squares, like the deep dish almost.
Okay.
But I know why the nuggets didn't make it into.
Why is that?
Because why would nuggets be in a sack lunch? That doesn't make sense.
Wait,
it would be like the hot lunch, but that was for the paper bag
I
lunch.
thought the nuggets were in the cafeteria side.
I think it was in both.
We'll have to go back and look at our brackets.
Yeah. So I get why a bagel's going to
You're
get
right,
in
that
there.
wouldn't make sense. You
Crustables.
can't bring hot food from home.
No.
All right.
It's cold.
What's coming up next?
Well, Instacart, Drew, wants to help families with school lunches. Now through Sunday, customers who spend at least $10 can get a different free lunchbox item each day while supplies last. Today, that deal is a box of Frosted Flakes. The freebies also include Hot Pockets, Gatorade, and a salami and cheese snack kit.